never inviting you to my house ever if this shows up. Howdy. Hello, this is Vaxify, or as I should say, Vax React. This is my reaction channel. I think I'll be posting here more because it's more consistent and I love reacting to videos or just watching videos in general. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to react to top 10 extinct animals by, what is this channel? WatchMojo.com. Popular, pretty popular, and it's going to be pretty fun to react. So let's start.
And legends, they may be gone, but their myths and legends shall live on.
We can use the size of the aurochs bones to work out how tall they actually stood.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 extinct animals.
And that may well be at the heart of...
I paused that so perfectly. Why does it look like that? Yo. Yo, bruh. Why does it look like... It looks like it's literally just passed out. Bruh, that actually is funny. But anyways, let's continue.
Of explaining why Small and Long
Bro, that sound effect. It's like, it reminds me of steak, getting cooked.
isn't around anymore.
For this list, we're considering animal species that are no longer walking the earth. Whether
Ice Age 2002. But this guy looked like shaped like a video game character.
due to natural causes or human intervention. We're excluding dinosaurs for now, since there are just so many.
Sorry. I'm not going back to that. But what was going on in that image? Why was there... Why?
Any of them, we could probably give them a list all their own.
Yeah.
You know, this whole
There's so many dinosaurs that at that point it's just...
Ice Age thing's getting old. You know what I could go for? Global warming.
Keep dreaming.
Number 10, the ground sloth. What once was a unique beast that thrived during the Ice Age periods is now known for associating with a dim-witted animated film character. Upon their...
Bro, this animal is real. I thought this animal was just a movie character that just made up. They just made up animal. How does this exist, bro? Like, I thought it was just an
extinction
animation.
over 10,000 years ago. It's believed to be no coincidence that the deaths of the ground sloth are linked to humanity's entry into the North American regions, though climate change was also a factor.
But in the 1820s, one was uncovered here on Skidaway Island, which was the first one found.
Okay, that's I think it's 6 feet tall because like that shows an image. That is 12 feet tall.
In the United States.
With large and dangerous-looking claws, speculation remains to this day about whether
Cut your claws, bro. I was about to say nails, but cut your claws.
this variation of sloth only used them to collect bark from trees, though it's most likely that these mammals were herbivores.
Although slow-moving, its massive size was protection against smaller predators like the saber-toothed cat.
Number 9, the beige.
Beige? I've never heard of this.
Commonly referred to as the Chinese river dolphin, the majestic
It looks like it looks like that dolphin with the horn, a walrus, I think it's called. It's probably not. But it's like it has a unicorn shaped, but shaped like a animal.
creature could only be found in the Yangtze River in the Asian country where it got its name.
Respect.
Affectionately nicknamed the goddess of the Yangtze, the beige became victim to the growing advances and industrialization of modern China that led to massive water pollution.
By the end of the 20th century, there were possibly only 13 wild dolphins left in the Yangtze.
Repeated efforts were made to conserve
Only 13, that's just... Us humans don't know how to work things.
the species, but an expedition in 2006 failed to discover any remaining beige in the river. The last living beige, known as Chi-Chi, died in 2002.
For the international
Yeah, because you literally kill every single species and decide to leave one that's just put them in an aquarium.
Last living beige, known
really needs to act as a wake-up call that we need to be far more efficient and far more quick to react to conservation crises in the future.
And especially there's only one area where they're found. That's even dumber. Just save them.
Number 8, the Eurasian or European cave lion. People tend to associate the king of the jungle
This looks Why does this look real?
as a largely African species. But this extinct Eurasian subspecies may prove otherwise. Speculated to have become extinct.
Yo, bro, it's forehead. Bro, it's forehead. Look at my forehead. It's pretty like stretched, right? Hairline's clapped. But for some reason, why does it have like a forehead back in the 90s, bro? Or like it got sent back to the 90s. Like it's like this is a head shape. It's head shape going back like 4 inches. What's going on, bro?
Around 10,000 years ago, these beasts were huge. On average, over 7
So
feet
it's
long
hard.
without the tail, and could weigh 700 pounds.
Just growl at each other. Chomp, chomp,
Massive
little
in
buddy.
size and a massive tongue twister to say, as their official name is the Panthera leo spelea. Their fates were sealed when settlers made
First of all, I think in my head, right, what I'm looking at, this is its teeth. It's getting eaten by because it looks so weird. That looks like a polar bear. That looks like a deer. That also looks like a deer chomping it up as
made
well.
their way into their homes.
In my
And the
POV.
rest, as they say, is history.
But I do find it astounding that he would have
British.
faced up to a cave bear.
Or Australian.
Yeah, definitely. I think maybe an ultimate experience.
Its nose.
Number 7, the Irish elk.
It has
I've
antlers
heard
so
of these.
vast and elaborate, they
But
stretch
I heard of
12
them,
feet
but no
from tip
information.
to tip.
Despite its name, this species of deer was not exclusive to Ireland, making its way across Eurasia and northern Africa for thousands of years.
And this is what we would expect for an animal that had a lifestyle like the giant deer. An open plains runner, probably high stamina, and this essentially is typical of an aerobic machine.
The Irish elk is known for being the largest species of deer ever found, as they could have stood at 12 feet with antler height included. Unable
They could stand in 12 feet. Imagine just walking, just picturing it, right? I want you guys to picture it, right? You're literally, you're just gonna walk, like you're chilling in the neighborhood, right? You wanna like, okay, I'm chilling in the neighborhood, right? You start walking, you see a deer that's 12 feet tall with big antlers just walking in the sidewalk or in the road, just going, huh? Like, I don't know if I'm happy if it's extinct, but
to survive subarctic conditions, which caused a lack of good food. It's been suggested that the last of these deer may have died about 11,000 years ago in Ireland.
Kinda good, kinda
hence
bad.
its given name. Others may have survived the Ice Age through Europe, but were probably hunted down.
The case of the Irish elk reveals that faced with a changing world, too highly evolved a design can actually prove an animal's undoing.
Number 6, the elephant bird.
Many of the mounted specimens have been put together with a number of bones from different specimens.
Native to Madagascar, these ostrich lookalikes are believed to have come to an end in the 17th or 18th century.
And it's reckoned that the elephant bird weighed around half a ton.
While it's not fully
half a ton is actually, it's pretty
known
a
how
lot.
the birds died out, it's believed that human activity is the #1 suspect. Initially widespread across all areas of the island, there's evidence of their homes being demolished, while the birds themselves were hunted, which led to their untimely demise. Fossilized
were
eggs
hunted.
of the species have remained and have become an increasingly priceless commodity across museums to this day.
Although there were several factors threatening the bird's survival, it could have been people eating the eggs who dealt the species its final blow.
Number 5, the quagga.
Quagga.
Despite its adorable name, this subspecies
That's just a zebra. That's literally just a zebra.
of zebra is no more. Native to South Africa, the quagga became victim to the hunting of early Dutch settlers and later by Afrikaners to provide meat and
That's not the same image. That's just
skins. Disappearing mostly in the 1850s, the wild quagga became officially extinct a few decades later, though some captured ones could be found in zoos. On August 12, 1883, the very last captive specimen died, writing the final entry into the lifespan of this impressive species.
Oh, that sucks. I guess it's just a better version of our zebra. I guess it's the better version of zebras, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like...
We are reviving an extinct species of quagga, and that is for the benefit of future generations.
Number 4, the saber-toothed cat.
The baddest animal on the earth. Like, I don't care what anyone else.
Nearly 2 million years, this monstrous beast dominated the primal landscape of the Americas.
Misleadingly known as a saber-toothed tiger, these predators were vastly known far and wide for their curved and massive canine teeth.
Once the teeth are engaged, those vessels can be sawed by those serrated edges on front or back.
Yeah, you getting stabbed, it's going through your skin. I don't care what anybody says.
Officially having the cat in their name, they're not closely related to the modern animals, and were in fact more agile, choosing to pounce from trees than attacking with their almost foot-long teeth. With the Smilodon being the most well-known, these mammals' vicious nature proved to be their downfall at the end of the last ice age, as most of their chosen prey had either died out or had ironically been hunted by the cats themselves. Thus, the saber-toothed cat became extinct through its own means of hunting.
The art of killing always strives toward perfection.
Respect, though. Like, you're gonna kill just to eat. That's hopefully never gonna happen to us humans, but you're gonna have to kill, and it's gonna have less prey.
And given the chance, a saber-toothed cat might well evolve again.
Number 3, the dodo.
Survival separates the dodo from the beast!
The dodo birds are actually, like, I don't...
If you've seen the animated movie Ice Age, you can recall a joke that...
Who hasn't watched Ice Age? And if you haven't, shame on you.
Implied this famous bird died out during that time period, but this is actually untrue.
The dodo seemed so bizarre and comical that by the 18th century, some scientists doubted it had ever existed at all.
Due to their hunting by Dutch sailors that had arrived on the island of Mauritius, the flightless bird became extinct. However, their official extinction was only confirmed in the 19th century, despite their increasing rarity in the 17th century.
The dodos are constantly on the lookout for fallen fruit, pouncing on it before competitors arrive.
Slow and unafraid
of... I remember reading an article, there was like fishermen or like people that were traveling towards that island. There was a certain island where just a bunch of dodo birds were, and for some reason they just hunted them. Apparently they tasted good.
Humans. The dodo was only a little over 3 feet tall and between 25 and 45 pounds, but achieved contemporary fame by appearing in pop culture, like Disney's Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, a sailor's life is a life for me, and I never know. Ahoy!
Number 2, the thylacine.
A ferocious flesh eater that terrorized all the other beasts.
Best known as the Tasmanian tiger, this is the first purely nocturnal creature to make our list.
Not only did they look like dogs, but they seemed to behave like them.
Evidence suggests that these native Australians were very shy in nature and
yeah, they do. They look like bro, some of the extinct animals just look like combined animals.
Became extinct in the mainland around 2,000 years ago, yet survived until the 1930s in Tasmania. There are even some people who think the thylacine still exists today.
Yeah, like they extinct like 70 years ago. But people think that like something...
Amazingly, some thylacines had hung on until the motion picture age. This film shows one pathetically pacing round its cage in the Hobart Zoo.
General sightings were reported across Western Australia and Tasmania until 1980, leading to a vested interest in the species once again. In 1983, Ted Turner offered a $100,000 reward for proof that these carnivorous marsupials are still alive. While the thylacine is still considered extinct, the reward is still out there, so everyone keep looking.
I'm 100% sure they do exist. No doubt in my mind at all. And I'm amazed that no one as Penguin has come up.
I feel bad because there's some, like, I'm not gonna lie. What was I gonna say? there's actually people who believe that the Loch Ness Monster still exists. I'm like, they're like, what? And it has been proven that it's fake. And like, so, you know, like, there was a famous image that there was a Loch Ness Monster, but that was, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Loch Ness Monster image was actually fake. It was actually pronounced fake, like, around the 1900s. It was kept a secret for so long, and eventually the kid that helped, I think the kid that helped admitted that it was just a toy ship, and they carved it and then made it into an image, and now it's just one of the biggest images on Earth. It's just crazy, not gonna lie. Good job to them. They really made people believe.
With one, but it'll happen. I guarantee it'll happen.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Not much smaller than an elephant. Extraordinary in size and strength, sparing neither man nor wild beast.
Its eggs changed hands for huge sums of money. It even became a brand name.
The incredible size of the species population was larger
Passenger or wild pigeon. Yeah,
than
this
what
animal
most people
I
could
really
comprehend. When a flock of passenger pigeons approached a town, many villagers thought the apocalypse was upon them.
They grew to 25 feet in length and weighed 8,000 pounds.
These unknown beings were only 1 meter tall, and it is believed they lived on Flores Island until at least 12,000 years ago.
Number 1, the woolly mammoth.
Yo, that's the image bro, what is going on here?
Tall, and
if these 1 meter tall, I'm never inviting you to my house ever if this shows up.
It is believed they lived on Flores Island until at least 12,000 years ago.
Number 1, the woolly mammoth.
It was the early mammoths that grew truly huge, some standing over 4 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing twice as much as an African bull elephant.
Truly one of the animal giants, it remains the greatest shame that this mammoth species is no longer with us.
Yeah,
surviving through the Ice Age thanks to its obvious woolly
I don't care what it can do. It could stop me. That would be the coolest way to like go. But like the woolly mammoth, if it was still here, I wish there's some way they can just remake them. But I don't think
the mammoths coexisted with human life
They
for
have DNA
years
of it,
in the
though.
New World.
Their herds clearly inspired cave art. We've been transfixed by their majesty for thousands of years.
Humanity used the prehistoric elephant for tools and homes. However,
Yeah,
with the shift in climate, the mammoths started losing grasp on their homes and safety, and migrated to other pastures. The last living population remained on Wrangel Island in the Arctic Ocean until 4,000 years ago, where these woolly mammoths would finally conclude their existence.
The surface of tusks show microscopic scratches, possibly caused when mammoths used them to clear ice and snow while foraging for food.
Do you agree with our list?
Fascinating.
What's your favorite extinct animal?
We don't think
My favorite extinct animal is the woolly mammoth. I ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite extinct animal by far because, like, bro, it was an animal that died because of some unnatural stuff. Like, the woolly mammoth died because, like, shelter, people killed them, and then they had to travel a long way to get food and couldn't do that. But, unfortunately, that's how it works. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can subscribe, leave a notification so you can get a notification every time I upload. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and I already said subscribe. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video.